Hi guys, today we are going to discuss about user authentication, a three-level password authentication mechanism. We will be knowing about main keywords like security, authentication, text-based password, graphical password, and color code detection and bot detection in this video. Next, coming to the abstract. Actually, user authentication is one of the cutting edge research to provide access to legitimate users. A number of mechanisms like biometric, image based, graphical based have been implemented in this research work. A three-level password authentication is proposed and reported experimental results. For the result analysis, it is found that the three-level authentication provides reliable security level in comparison to existing these mechanisms. Next, next coming to the introduction. The paper is based on the verification and validation method for the user authentication. The proposed system verifies the legitimate user if he or she claims to be. The security system has levels to crack through before successful login. Until now, there are already so many different password systems, but seems to be failed because of bot attacks, which is why the system is mainly focused on bot attacks. Out of the three phases, one phase is completely dedicated for bot attack in the order to prevent system hacks by using bots. Therefore the proposed system is designed to get the utmost level of security for user authentication. Like, and also the application has three phases for the login. The login parametric increased with each level. The user must pass all phases in order to log in into the system successfully. That too in the first attempt. If the second or third phases the user gives the wrong input, then the user will be diverted to the first phase instantly. For the new user, they can sign up and they can set the password and color code of the choice. The three pages that are simply login ID and password based security, which is based authentication. After the system will be advanced to second phase, which is bot attack detection, where the system will detect if you are a real human user or bot. If passed, then the third and the final phase will come into action, which is color based password authentication with the three completely different phases. That chance of breaking into application are negligible. A simple bot hacker or fake user cannot just break into the system. Next, this three-level security in the proposed system consists textual password recognition of bot attack and the detection of color code. Previously, the textual as well as graphical passwords are used individually, whereas in the process system, it has been combined together for reducing the threat of security. In addition, the bot attack recognition module provides the security from the programmed attacks. Next, state of the art. These days, many hackers hacks the private data of the user for their advantages. For example, bank card details. There are many security methods that are used, but still there is no improving on the security protection because most of the existing approaches are easily to crack or hack. For instance, the password is too easy for guessing and lost to someone. There is existing system are having password protection like some security questions like user have to choose a question during the sign up and set the answer for it. While authentication uh, user needs to give the same answer in order to verify his or him, like identify the system. And also old password questions, like if you do not remember the current password, in the case the user can enter the last password, and he will remember using with the system, can easily gain the access. Next, these are the challenges of existing systems, like problem with the password based authentication. uh, uh, is this, it is a old and common traditional method, running the since decade to provide basic security. And the main problem with the text password arises when user creates simple password uh, for an easy to remember, thus the password are easily to recognize and break, thus result into malicious activities. However, many attempts has been made since years in order to make a strong text password. To name a few examples, combination of numbers, special characters, case-sensitive alphabet characters, and unique sequence of number and alphabet such as that has no single alphabet is repeated in the consecutive order. This makes these passwords difficult to remember, but by the users. Still, the problem remains same. A simple computer program can easily break into these complex, simple text-based passwords. Thus, only the password-based authentication for the system is not secure enough. That's why we are going to propose this methodology. The proposed methodology contains three levels of verification of identity. In the first level, the texture passwords are verified. The textual verification of passwords are one of the primary and existing methodologies widely used for authentication. On successful verification, the textual passwords, the user is verified for bot attacks. The program software may be generated a different combination of alphabets, symbols, and numericals, which may successfully go through the textual password verification phase. The bot attack recognition module allows the legitimate user to go for the third level of authentication. In the third level, a color code detection module verifies that the legitimate users providing the high level security. Uh, the architecture proposed by methodologies is given in this figure. Like you can see, like textual password and bot attack recognition and color code detection. First, we will go through this text-based password. The first page of the application is basic authentication with validation for field and length. Basic authentication includes entering a user ID and user password. That is a text-based authentication. This is most traditional approach in in uh, in use in use since 3 to 4 decades. The reason for this that is very easy to implement, cost effective, and simple and familiar to almost everyone. The text password contains case sensitive alphabet characters, new numbers, and special symbols too. Combining these become a secret passcode for every user, which he or she should never share to anyone. Next, this is the bot attack recognition, the second level. The second level of the project checks if the claiming user is human or not, as the claiming user can be any robot or well-designed computer program that may be trying to break the system. Thus, it is an important to check if a claiming user is really a human or robot. In this case, the application displays four random images. Everyone, every time, and user will be asked to choose the human image, as rest three images are not of human. If the user is any robot or computer program, then it will not be able to click the right image. Thus, if the climbing user is a human, then application will allow to pass through this page and redirect user the third page. Next, this is the color code detection. In this level, user needs to enter the color code that was set during the time of registration. The password, there are total 5 color, and user need to pick any 3 colors in the particular sequence. Then during the time of login, user will have to enter the same code, and in the same sequence the order of color will appear in random order. So user must remember the code, and hit and try will simply not work, as there are 120 combinations of colors in the security check. Wherever user will have only one chance to fill the correct order, the moment pattern mismatches, the user will send back to the login. The overall procedure of authentication is based on the textual password verification in the first level. The verification static in nature. After successfully verification, the user are asked to draw a pattern which is dynamic one. The phase restricted paths to break through the system, as the pattern are dynamical in nature. Another dynamic verification is employed in the third level of color detection. The 3 levels of authentication can be employed for the sensitive data access system, minimizing the threat of identify the theft. Here comes our conclusion. The three levels of authentication system provides more security than one or two authentication system. uh, 3 level are efficient because user needs to go through the three different pages of authentication with the increased difficulty. First, we have a simple basic authentication using text based user ID and password. Now, with the benefit of having 3 level password authentication, we can check the bots and user security code, so we can cover all 3 major fields of security. However, the time complexity can be high, but security is also high, and there are some regions where you can compromise with a little bit of complexity, but not at all the data security. In this way, we will be getting good authentication. Like, we have discussed about these keywords and main abstract and introduction, and we have discussed about the state of art and challenges of existing systems, and also we discussed about proposed methodologies, and we need to know about this. Like, you need to remember text passwords, text to textual password, part attack recognition, and color code detections. And we discussed about part attack recognition and color code detection. Yeah, this is all about our text authentication. Yeah, thank you.